Hey, good morning, everyone. Brian Hoops here with Midwest Market Solutions. This is Market Insider TV. This is our opening commentary. It's Friday morning, May the 16th. Thanks for joining us here this morning as we take a look at our trading day ahead. Well, the night session here has just closed. Dollar index just fractionally lower. Slight losses in natural gas, but strength in the crude oil markets. And you look at the stock market, that is a little bit firmer as well into our morning hours. Grain trade saw corn in the July contract up 2, but December down about 3/4. July beans down 1 3/4. November off 3 1/4. And wheat futures are mixed here. Chicago down 1/2 cent, with Kansas City up 1 1/4 and spring wheat up about 1 3/4 cents. Bean oil, which was a big mover yesterday, down another 2% this morning. Additional follow-through selling, but we are not trading a limit down, and we're not going to, I don't think, today. Anybody who wanted out yesterday is able to get out in the overnight. So they have cleaned out, and we won't see that type of selling again where we close limit up. So let's, or limit down, excuse me. So let's talk about markets and what's happening in our trading session today. I'll be doing RFD TV at 8:15 Central Time. So hope you have a chance to tune in for that appearance. If not, I'll be sending out a link later, posting it on our Twitter account and YouTube page. You can follow us on Twitter at Midwest Markets and Brian Hoops, and always visit our website, MidwestMarketSolutions.com. Sign up for our text message services there. All right. So look at the forecast first of all here. This time of year, we always want to talk about forecast and what it means for us. And there's heavy rains for the heart of the corn and soybean belt for the next 7 days. And this rain really brings a lot of rain across portions of Iowa, southern Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. We're talking, 2 to 5 inch type rains that's going to hit. Now, the dry areas are going to be western Kansas, Oklahoma, and western Texas. They're going to miss out on this, and that could curtail yields in that hard red wheat crop. And then we think that's why we've seen a bottom being formed in Kansas City wheat. We're almost 30 cents off of our lows that we scored earlier this week off of the forecast that is largely a bust for that hard red wheat belt. NOPA crush report out yesterday saw crush 190.226 million bushels. That was well above estimates, although that is down from last month's 194.6 and substantially above last year's 169.4 number. So not a terrible number by any means, but really nothing that's going to move the market. The big feature of the market yesterday was the fact that we saw a lot of spread unwinding with oil limit down and meal trading higher. Now, limits will be expanded today, and as I mentioned, we're not going to see those limits being tested, but beans do have a limit of $1.15, oil $4.50, and meal $30 a ton. That's our expanded limits, but again, we're not going to see that. Argentina soybean harvest, it's 66% done versus 61 last year. We've made great strides, almost 20% completed within the last week, and we're catching up to last year. So this was a supportive feature to soybeans last several weeks. It's not much of a feature any longer as harvest is above last year's pace, getting closer to average, while corn is right in line with the average pace. Cash cattle trade, nothing's wrong with the near-term fundamentals. This is more of a technical sell-off in the cattle market, and futures will top before the fundamentals do. Cash cattle trade in the north, 229 live and 358 dress, so $1 to $3 better live, steady on a dress basis, and in the south, pretty moderate volumes, steady again with the prior week at 218 to 220. So nothing wrong with this cash market. It's still very strong. Packers cutting kills, however, so they don't need quite as many cattle. I believe our slaughter pace is about 30,000 head below last year, or for this time, and week-to-date slaughter is about 10,000 head behind. So we're 26,000 behind last year's pace. Carcass weights, they're down 8 pounds. Now we're only 15 pounds heavier than a year ago. That's positive for the market. But again, we're going to trade technicals. I think we're going to see some follow-through selling out of the gate here this morning. This could be the third day that we see funds selling. So we probably have today and maybe a little bit on Monday before we can talk about finding a bottom in this market. We hope you have a great day, everyone. Good luck and good trading. As always, reach out to us. We'd be glad to talk markets with you. This has been Brian Hoops. Good luck and good trade. Talk to you after the close.